Hi, once you log in, this is the screen you're going to see. So you go to sendnotecards.com and then you just log in with the login that you put into the system. When it opens, it will open in this page. Now this page has some things on it which we'll go over sort of briefly. This is just kind of main qualifying stuff that you need to have, which we can go into later. But this is just letting you know you're qualified to get bonuses for people that are sponsored underneath you. This is what you need to get promoted, and this is kind of where things are at right now. But the main thing I want to go in start out with is once you load it in, you need to basically set up your web page. So you just go here to set up your web page. You can put in your picture. You can write something here. Up here, you can add www.sendnotecards.com/, and then whatever you write here is going to send it to your web page. So that's pretty straightforward. Down here on the web page the company gives you, you can actually enable what's called a gift account where people can click on that and send a card on your nickel. It's a little bit hidden. I can show you where it is at a different time, but you can enable this or not depending on whether you think you're going to be wanting to ask people to send cards and just sort of setting them there and having them send a card for free to get a sample of how it works. I don't use it now as much as I used to with the new system, but it's there for you to use. And then if you want to preview your website, you can just click that. I think that should take me to a preview of my website. So this is your website. It'll be yours with your name on it and that kind of stuff. And then your name and contact info. That will be your email address, which I forgot to show you. People can join now, or people can go here, and there's the send a free card. We won't worry about flashcodes for now, or there's more videos about SendNote cards that you can get from this point here. But when they're on this page, if you scroll down, there's a number of videos you can see on the page, and they're pushing the app. So there's lots of good information here to help people learn more about SendNote cards. Okay, so here I forgot to mention this email that you put in here. It will default to whatever email you signed up with, but you can change it if you want to something else. Okay, here you can just look at how many points and expenses that you have in your account. Now you'll have 200 bonus points that you'll get because you bought a package. Now those points will expire in 60 days, so they're there for a fast start to get you sending cards and that kind of stuff. And points that you actually buy on your subscription will expire in 18 months, but they've done things to try to extend that if they're not used up. But if you're using a system, you're certainly going to use your points up, so it's not really a real issue. And 18 months is quite a long time anyway. So this is pretty self-evident. This will take you to Send Card Catalog. This will take you to the Send Gift Catalog. This is important. This gives you a sub-menu. Get started. So just sort of go through this. What's here? This is sort of a getting started thing. Tells you sort of what's what for what's available. So this is a resource center. This is really important. There's all kinds of things here under the resource center. So breaking news, that's some videos, tutorials for using SendNote cards. There's all kinds of stuff. I recommend you spend some time here, watch some of the videos and things. This sense here is a social thing. I really don't think we need to look at it for a new distributor. I think it's something for down the road. There's some information about the apps that they have, various recognition centers, and SOC TV is a pretty good information source. And here's some products that will explain some of this. This is the MRM training portal, which you purchase with your package. If you click on this, it will take you to the training portal. And then you will log in, and I'll explain that in a moment. So that's the resource center. Let's go here. Event list, check that for upcoming events. The really important one right now we're looking at is Edmonton on June 11th, but there's also the one back east in Ontario, which you might be interested in because you may have friends that you can get to go to that, which would be really cool. Support and support information sitemap tutorials. Again, that gets you back to the video tutorials for using SendNote cards. Downloads, again, there's all kinds of download here, including your fonts that you need to get, and other information is here. So that's really important. Main menu, dashboard, which is that main dashboard I showed you. Photo manager, if you want to upload photos, I'll just quickly show that to you because that's important. You can, so here you can see some pictures I've got, and you can create albums to put pictures in albums, and this is sort of where you organize your photos. But if you want to upload a photo, in the right side here, right here is where you upload a photo. And then once it's uploaded, you can then use it in your cards. There's some other things here I'm not going to get into, but this is the most important one. Okay, so main menu, photo manager, SOC, memory vault, don't worry about that. Card history, this is where the system will tell you and show you every single card you've ever sent within a certain date range that you can enter. Order history is your orders. Again, Sincere, we're not going to go into right now. SOC Photo Store is a cool little store for making photo stuff, but it really isn't relevant to what we're doing here. Manage points and expenses, purchase products, that is other add-ons, but you've got pretty much everything, so there's nothing to worry about there. Revolution Office, this is your back office. You can go here and look at various things that are going on in your organization. Splash packs are things you can buy to give to people. Look, I think they have 25 cards in them or something. It was the marketing thing they were really big on earlier. It still can work, but we don't really need to worry about that right now. Again, Sincere. Custom Brand Manager. This is really, really important. You got that, and this allows you to create your own brands on the back of the card. I just recommend, just to get started, you just scan in your business card and put that on the back. So these are the backs here, and you can just edit these any way you want. This is the standard one. These are some that I've made, and there's some more here. I've made some for people for demos and stuff here. This is the Waiting Room Cafe, a local coffee shop. See, it's just pretty cool, actually. Oh. So, but you can just put your business card on the back like that, and just that'll work as well. Okay, and you can also tell the system you want the return addresses and your address, or not to have them. So, I mean, the sky's the limit for what you can do with the brand manager. Okay. Training portal codes. This is where you go to get the code that you need to log in to that training portal I showed you. So if you click on this, it will give you a code, and you will need this code here. And then you just click on here, and it'll take you to the training portal, and then you just will need this to sort of set up the login and stuff and make it active. But once you're in, you'll love it. It really is a very helpful course. 2 courses, actually. Appreciation marketing, and basically a course on using SendNote cards. So I think it's a really good value. Go back to main menu. Contact Manager, this is a complete management CRM that's actually included, gratis with the system. So you can find contacts, add new contacts. You can import contacts from an Excel spreadsheet. You can define different groups, like you might have groups for being a master electrician and the people you're working for. You might have groups for your friends. You might have groups for business contacts and that kind of thing. You can create different groups and put people in the groups, so you can send campaigns to different groups and to different individuals. And then this is just your contact calendar. Campaign Manager, you can create campaigns. Again, a campaign is something that where you set up usually a series of cards to be sent out to whoever you're sending the campaign to. They're pretty straightforward, and they're really cool. So I think that's the key points there. Just quickly go to send card. So this is a card catalog. There's all kinds of cards you can choose from that exist. You can just go through and look at them all. And some of them have page after page after page here. I usually like to make a card from scratch, which I'll just show you. I'm going to just pick a card at random shape. So it's going to load in the system, which is just a blank card. Of course it's going to do that. Here we are. And then over here, is sort of the panel for the various stuff you want to put into the card. These are templates. So the base, so wedding templates, Valentine's templates, you know, anything you want really. It's a little bit cut off, I suspect. But this is the pictures. So when you upload pictures, you can upload pictures on the fly right there. You can add another blank text item here. So if you want to put a picture in it, you can just take the picture. The orientation is wrong on that. But anyway, so just put the picture on it. Right. So you can see the picture's kind of behind it. So I can kind of play around with it, try to get it to work. I put this a minute. It didn't unstick. Okay. I can put the hand and I can just move because the orientation is wrong for this card. It's not working so well. I can make it bigger. I can zoom in. I can do a lot actually with this. And then I can also write on it. And then again, I can go to the inside and the text box is open automatically and you type in here just like a word processor, right? And when you're done, you can insert your signature. Once it's loaded into your into the system, you just do this, pick a signature. Here is the different fonts, size of fonts, color of fonts, centered, etc., just like a word processor. This insert name field will insert first name and spouse's name, last name, spouse's name. So this is to personalize the cards if you're sending in a campaign and you're sending several cards out at once. Like my Christmas cards, I send them all out to my Christmas group and I just go first name and spouse's name and away we go. Okay? So that's what all there is to it. And then you just go through here, continue, and at some point it'll offer you to add a gift and you can do that as well. So I think that's all for now because it's kind of overwhelming, but hopefully this just gives you a feel for how this system, the whole system actually works. Okay.